Hello my friends, you have clicked on this video because you need a lot of nuts and bolts for your hideout, and I have a perfect run for you. Unfortunately, you do have to transition once from customs to Shoreline. Once you are in Shoreline, you either loot the smuggler's camp or scav village near the tunnel extract. Basically, if you spawn on the western side of the map, you go to the village. If you spawn on the east, you go to the smuggler's camp. The kit you bring with you is going to be important as well. Obviously, the more space you have on you, the more you can carry out. If you need bigger backpacks, check Fence. He sometimes has decent backpacks on him. I highly recommend you go through your hideout and make notes of what you need. 4 bolts, 4 nuts for workbench, for example, 4 matches for heating, etc, etc. This way it'll be easier for you to prioritize loot that you actually need. You don't have to write everything down, obviously. Having a general idea of what you need right then and now, it will make it a lot easier for you to loot. Speaking of extracts, if you go to smuggler's camp, you have the car extract, which requires 40,000 rubles. Very expensive. However, if you find the note with the code word, you can take the mountain bunker extract right next to it. It can be risky carrying 40,000 on you since you cannot put it into the secure container. So that would be the ideal extract. If you loot the village, however, you can take the path to Lighthouse and extract through that. If everything goes according to the plan, this route should be around 20 minutes tops, depending on your spawn, of course, and obviously how much action you see in each of the raids. But I do think we covered just about everything we needed, so let's get to it. One of the easiest ways to get ahead during the hardcore wipe is picking a server that gives you advantage over other players. For example, when it's really late in Japan, I can pick a server over there from EU and take advantage of less contested servers. Due to most servers setting a ping limit, however, it can be hard to find one that suits you, but with Gear Up Booster, you won't have to worry about ping limit ever again. Gear Up Booster algorithms ensure that you always take the shortest network transmission path, resulting in minimizing latency and helping reduce packet loss, which we all know can be a pain, especially during the early wipe. It's like taking a helicopter to work during the rush hour just to avoid all the heavy traffic. Gear Up Booster is 100% safe to use. It is used by many content creators around the world, including myself, and they have also partnered up with TSM, one of the most famous esports teams in the world. Make sure to equip yourself with Gear Up for the new hardcore wipe to tackle high ping, packet loss, and issues that otherwise would stop you from playing in different regions. Check out the link in the pinned comment or description to get yourself a free trial. You can activate it by going to the homepage, clicking the code /coupon on the bottom right, and redeeming the code there. Thank you to Gear Up Booster for sponsoring today's video. Alright, and we have successfully transitioned into Shoreline. Now, obviously, depending on where you spawn, like I said, that's where you start the route. For the sake of the video, I'm gonna go and start it from the path to Lighthouse side, so it's easier to follow, but wherever you spawn, you might spawn on the beach there, you might spawn behind the houses there. It's the same loop, and you don't have to worry about which side you spawn. You're gonna do the same loop, and then you'll move out to a path to Lighthouse. Alright, and this is where we're starting. Path to Lighthouse is right there, as you can see, and the swamp village, whatever, is there. That's the reserve dome, if that's a point of reference you can recognize. We're gonna come in over the pathway there. We're gonna turn left in here. There's a jacket right there. Just for your information, this is a offline raid because it's gonna take a little bit of time to go through this, and I want to get this out there quick and without too many issues. Coming to the house here, check the jacket table here, and then go along the walls here. Check the bed, the chair, and the tables. Quite often you get duffel bags and toolboxes like here and here. Then you run out, go to the right here, past the bush into the shack here. You have another toolbox, technical crate, whatever you want to call it. Run around here to the left. To the left again into the garage. And then you have a toolbox here and here. Then you go into the store. You can check the shelves. I'm not sure if there's anything there. I usually skip it, to be honest. Toolbox here, and then you can check the shelves for food and items like that. And it's always worth having some food on you, even if you don't plan on selling it or using it. Just grab it, just in case, because you might need it during the raid if it goes longer than you expect. You come out and you run across the road here. Go to the left corner of that fence. There's a hole. And then you go into the shack right here, and there is a jacket. Then you go turn left here, and you can get a toolbox right there, and I want to say here as well. And then you run back to the house. There's 2 jackets. Right there. Not worth going inside the side of the house. Never seen anything in there. Then you run in through the vents, you go left here, open the door, and you get another jacket right there. And then check into the shack, and there's this toolbox here. It spawns here every single time, but if you're outside, it doesn't spawn in because Tarkov. Stash right here, and then you run into the little shack here, shed, whatever you want to call it. And you have 2 jackets. And then you go left through here. In through the fence and to the left. And check this building here. You have a jacket, and then you have a chance for a few med bags. Med bag here and or here. Sometimes you get both, sometimes you get one, sometimes you don't get any. And then you go back into the house here. And you have a bunch of... You have jackets here, and then you have a bunch of duffel bags usually. Either side of the bed. Check upstairs, just look for duffel bags. I'm actually surprised there isn't one. I haven't done this route specifically this wipe yet, so I hope they haven't removed duffel bags. But even if they did, this is still worth doing because you can get a lot of keys here, and there's toolboxes and stuff like that, obviously. Go around the building, through the fence here, and into the next shack. Duffel bag here, here, or toolbox, and then you have another toolbox here. I'm not gonna loot it, obviously, and then you can check this table. And I think duffel bags here as well. It's very odd that there's no duffel bags, even though it is a offline raid. Go in here, check for a duffel bag there. And duffel bag here, here, and I want to say there. There is one. It might be greatly reduced, but like I said, even if it is, it's still worth it. Come past here, vault over. And then you go into the greenhouse. There's a box, weapon box here. One of these panes is not there, and you can walk through. I don't know which one though. Come around the building. Toolbox on the bench. Jacket behind the door. Jacket on the pallet. And 2 jackets in the room here. These are here every single time. I've noticed most of the jackets in this village are, so at the very least you have a chance to get a lot of keys. Then you run through here, check into this shed, duffel bag on here and here, and then you turn left or go down the road here back towards where we came from. Stash right there. Not 100% stash, so sometimes they're here, sometimes they're not. One inside of here. And then we run into the store number 2. Go in here, keep your eyes on the shelves. Nothing here this time. Sometimes you get the weapon boxes, so keep eyes out for those as well. I can't remember off the top of my head. I want to say it's over there. Go through the back door, turn left, and vault over. Go into the building here, you got 2 more jackets. Look into the shelf, whatever this is. Loose loot over there. On top of this, and on top of this. Check the bed as well. Nothing here this time. Settle down, scav. And then you get toolbox spawn here and or the ground on over here, and then you go this way. I hope it's not too hard to follow, but I just don't want this video to be like 60 minutes. Check the shelves here. More scavs. And then you go to this shack here. Look for a toolbox. Nothing here this time. And then we go into this one. Jacket, and then some loose loot in here. On the tables. And then you go into the building. Same story here. Duffel bag can spawn there. Sometimes on the table. This back room, not worth checking. And then more duffel bag spawns next to the bed, usually. And then you run back out. And also, check on top of these. I've seen loot, but very rarely. I don't think there's any toolboxes. I've never seen any there. I'm a little worried about that AI that was running because I don't want them to break my legs. Anyway, you run across the road. Check here for a jacket, toolbox, or sorry. Yeah, toolbox in there somewhere. Sometimes. Then toolbox on top of this pallet. And then on the floor here. Go into the building. Got a jacket here, and then more duffel bags and a toolbox here. Duffel bag usually here and or here. And then that's about it for this building. I think there as well. I feel like they might have done something with duffel bags because it's a bit odd how you have seen. And then on top of these logs here, you can get loose loot. And then you go out through here. And you make your way towards path to lighthouse, and then you extract. And you can see the whole thing took me like 10 minutes to explain. It probably takes 12-13 minutes to fill up your bag and get out. If you want to, you know, go through everything and siphon through, you know, it could take you like 15 to 17 minutes as well, but still well worth it because you have a chance to get a lot of good keys here. Especially right now when the keys are buffed. Last swipe I pulled out a few blue tape keys here, for example, and I made a lot of money. But that's irrelevant because we have no flea markets. Anyway. Just to clarify, that over there is path to lighthouse. You just run into the open area over there. There is a transit here as well, so make sure you don't interact with it. Don't use the transit unless you want to transit into lighthouse, of course. I had to leave and actually do some work, keep my job. Fair enough, fair enough. Been doing decent. Died a couple times, but you know, it happens. Yeah, let's go this way. Let's go straight to smugglers. I would 100% expect someone to like pull up from over there. There's only one transit here. That's kind of funny that you cannot transit back into customs. Two of them. I don't like that. I want that fucking cheese for myself, man. Yeah, no, road customs is not here. Where are my bullets going, man? I'm legit... I don't know. I shot him 3 times, crosshair on him. He didn't even react. I was like, okay, that's... maybe it's a tree. And then I shot again and he still doesn't fucking care. Can't jump here, man. Gotta be one more, though. No, but even if it's 545, it like he didn't even react to it. I can't move. What? Bro, imagine if someone was in there. That would have been the end of me. I would be very surprised if that happened. You are a bitch. There's two. I didn't expect there to be 3 total, that's for sure. I'm gonna put these nuts up my... to my secure container. Pause. Hold up. Wait a minute. Alright. It's gonna start looting from here, I think. If there's one more, I'll be extremely surprised. Don't know what stock that is, but I will take that. Would have been sick if I killed the guy here on the field as well that was behind the bush. But I don't think I did, unfortunately. I highly recommend everyone search these weapon boxes and stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure it's better loot than it used to be. Maybe I've just gotten lucky. But I found some decent attachments in those that I usually never come by. Don't forget those 2 dummies on the other side. Dummies. I'm not sure what you're talking about. 2 dummies. Guys also drop huge amounts of euros once in a while. Okay, keep that in mind. Oh, the PMCs I killed, yeah. Gotcha. Roger that. I guess I already forgot because I had no idea what you meant. Matches, I think I need 2 more. Maybe 3. I think it's 2 actually. There's just so much hideout related stuff here that you kind of have to loot this place. Or this is one of the best places, I'd say. 6? I need 4 initially. I might need more later, yeah. But I know I need 6 at the moment. Propane will need for tons of quests later. I might drop the propane if I find something of value, though. I think it was 4 for the heating. At least level 1. Lovely. I never really check up here, but might be worth now. Might be worth a look-see. Yeah, looks like these guys have been looting a little bit as well. I'm good, man. I'm good. No complaints. No complaints at all. Oh, rest space as well? Okay. I guess I forgot about that. It's good to know. Thank you. Did this already. And these are my lucky jackets. Let's see. First time looting them this way. Like, it's not anything crazy, but all is fucking beautiful. And beer. Hell yeah. I guess I'll drop that in there. Turn a beer into money if I need to. Good thing is there's a ton of propane tanks here usually, so I don't really need to bring one out at the moment. But I would like to find something that is, you know, of a value for me. Level 4 helmet. Yeah, I'll take the 4 helmets. I think that'll go a long way. Any change? I think there were some things in the patch notes, but I think it's mostly the same. None of the hardcore changes are in PV. Drop the beard, take the hose. I got all the hose. As check the floor. I never knew there was a suitcase at the back of this car. Never seen it before. How did I miss that? I've done this route like 100 times. Storm Overseer key. I will take it. I haven't looted that key for a long time, but might be worth something. I mean, worth going in there. I mean, sucks that we're limited up by our small bag, which isn't even that small, to be fair. I do need the TP and toothpaste. I think I have all the soap I need. Don't know if this is a good idea, dropping the painkillers, but I'm doing it. There's bullets and weapon parts down there, but I don't feel like making the run with a full bag. Don't be greedy. You are correct, my friend. You are correct. I don't think I need another measuring tape. But you never know. I'll bring one out. Might need it for something else that just doesn't pop into my mind right now. Isn't there an extra close to you? Yeah, there's a car extra right here. And the last gas analyzer I need as well. Perfect. Drop the kite. Actually, no, I can't drop the kite. Fuck. We'll need those for therapists later. Actually, I think she might give us that as well for a quest start. I don't know. I want to risk it though. Yeah, metabolism, you have to level that, yeah, you're right. It'll go a long way, especially right now, since we have to do transits and stuff. It's 40k! I brought 15, I was like, okay, if they 3x it, I'm good. Fucking 8 times, bro. It was in here, I think. Let's get out of here.